What's up, everyone? My name's William Rainwater, and this is my first YouTube video that I have done since I was 8. But today we're gonna start my YouTube channel back up, and I wanted to explain. Oh no! I wanted to explain who I am and what I like to do for fun on my YouTube channel for my first video. So, for my first video today, I wanted to explain some of the things I like and enjoy. And if you like the same things, you should subscribe, because this is a fun place, man. Like, it's a fun account. So, on this channel, we're gonna do lots of different things. I'll post YouTube shorts, I'll post videos, and I also make music. I play acoustic and electric. I'll show you my guitars. This is my acoustic guitar. I got it from my grandpa. This is where most of my songs will be played on. Then, my electric. Yes, I have an amplifier. I got this 2 years ago. I'm better at electric, and I'm learning acoustic. I'm learning acoustic for about 2 months now. I've been practicing with my electric for about 2 years, so I have more experience on electric. But most of my songs, I would say I consider myself emo. I make emo music. I love emo music. I mean, emo is the best. But I listen to metal. I listen to a whole bunch of stuff. I listen to emo music, metal, mainly things that go with guitars. Such for, I listen to my favorite bands of metal. Well, I listen to rock. I listen to hard rock, glam metal, heavy metal, death metal, some death metal, not all death metal, or classical rock. My favorite bands, my 80s bands, my favorite 80s bands, I have a lot. I love my main bands, probably Metallica, Dio, Black Sabbath, Slayer, Ozzy Osbourne, bands like that. I don't really listen to them that much, but when I do feel like listening to them, I do listen to them a lot. I love them. I grew up on those bands. I usually listen to emo music. I consider myself emo. I love Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, Paramore, Fallen in Reverse, old Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance. You can see my My Chemical Romance poster back there. Old My Chemical Romance. Their new songs are emo. They're considered emo, but My Chemical Romance, they had on and off, you know. Let's see what else. Yeah, those are main bands I listen to, mainly emo music. Another thing is, I love Star Wars. Star Wars is my top 10 favorite movies. I also love Legos. This is the Destroyer from Star Wars. I don't remember. I got this from a long time ago at Target. This was only like $10 for this little thing. I don't know why I bought it. I also love Hello Kitty. You could probably tell from my emo Hello Kitty poster back there. This is a little clip. And put it on my drink. Then, another thing. This is pretty main. You could probably, I'll do a room tour soon. Comment down below if you wanted to see a room tour, because I have a lot of this stuff. There's some of the room. That's my old D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, club that I had in my old school, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I love D&D. But here's some D&D minis. This is probably, if you're D&D fans, this is Kaz the Bloody Handed miniature. I self-paint them. Let's see if it focuses. It focused. I self paint them with like 97% paint, but it gets the job done. Here's Vecna for you Stranger Things lovers. This is what he looks like in D&D. That's what my last final campaign was in 7th grade. I'm in 8th grade now. I also have a D&D club in Slayton. I handwritten the campaign. It's called Shadows into the Unknown. My last campaign in Southland was also a campaign based off of Vecna, and it was called Shadows into not Shadows, the Ascendant of Vecna. Here's more Hello Kitty. And here's another D&D miniature. His name's Shark Bear Handman. This is one of the first minis I ever painted. It's a shark that has sharks as hands. And here's an unpainted miniature. Zombie Beholder. Comment down below if you want to see a room tour, because I have a lot of cool stuff. But I'll be posting YouTube shorts, YouTube videos constantly, and I also will be posting music. I'm writing a song right now. It's called Tears Fall Like Daggers. It's already written. All I gotta do is just record it. It's gonna be acoustic. Another thing is, I love to skateboard. You'll probably see some skateboarding shorts on YouTube. I usually try to skate on my free time. I don't really have that much free time. My mom owns a coffee shop in town, so I have to work sometimes, and yeah, so I try to skate when I can. Also, another favorite thing I like to do is I like to hang out with my friends. I have I wouldn't say a lot, but I have a couple good friends that hang out with me. If you're watching this, share with your friends, please. My friends, share with your family. Yeah, your family. Oh, another thing. I love anime. Anime is probably I think that's where I got my inspiration from D&D. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons when I was in 4th grade, which was when I went to Southland. So I started playing D&D when I was in 4th grade, and I started my club in 4th grade, but we had to play at recess. We had to play D&D at recess, and then until 6th grade we had a club after school. So that basically summed up my D&D life. Oh, I play in a store that's in my town. Well, it's in the same town, but it's called Mad Hatter's. It's a really good store. I love the store. I used to go there and play. I try to go when I have time. They have a whole bunch of stuff. D&D minis, D&D paints, D&D brushes. They have more than D&D. They have Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, trading cards, everything. All the fantasy stuff. The nerd stuff, you know? What's another one? Oh, yeah, back to anime. Yes, back to anime. I've loved anime since like second, third grade. My first anime I ever watched was Naruto. I love Naruto. My favorite character is probably, I love Pain. Pain's my favorite. Pain and Itachi. I was Itachi for like 2 years in a row for Halloween. I loved him. I have his cloak right here, actually. It's on my teddy bear. No. Yeah. If you want to see a room tour, comment down below, and I'll show you. I'll make a room tour for everybody. Let's see, what else can I? Oh, yes, horror movies. Comment down below if you have horror movies. My favorite horror movie, I'll say top 5, okay? Top 5, coming in at number 5, is the original Scream. I love the original Scream. Everything about it is just amazing. The Billy and Stu as the original, and I love how they carry their Lily and Stu's like legacy on throughout the movies, and that it's still going on. They're also making a 6th Scream, I think. Yeah, they're making a 6th Scream. I think it's coming out next year or 2026. But yeah, so be tuned for that one. I'll make a video for that. Yeah, Scream, the first Scream, coming at number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with the first Nightmare on Elm Street. I love that movie. Coming in at number 3, I would have to say The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. That's a good one. And then the first Friday the 13th, that's a good one because it also scared me. Spoiler alert. It was an epic plot twist because, well, I didn't think it was a plot twist back then when the movie came out. It was a plot twist when I found out that it wasn't Jason, it was his mom, because I thought it was Jason the whole movie, but it was actually his mom, you know? But I bet it wasn't a plot twist back then because it was I don't know, like, I bet, I think, it's just a theory. Just a theory. But yeah, the first Friday the 13th, and then my first one is Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. The one where, like, he gets stabbed in the heart with a shovel at the beginning of the movie, and then lightning strikes him, and then he comes back to life. That's my favorite one. Those are my favorite horror movies. I love horror movies. My favorite franchises is Scream, Friday the 13th, and Annabelle. I love Annabelle. Annabelle is my favorite. It's pretty good. I love it. Annabelle is like one of the first scary movies I've ever seen. Talking about scary movies, something else I really love is Stranger Things. I personally love Stranger Things. I first watched it when it came out in 2016. My mom, I remember it everything. In the living room, my mom, she was watching something in the living room, and I was like, "What is this?" And she said, "It's called Stranger Things." I said, "Oh, okay." So I wanted to watch it. Till then, my mom and I have watched Stranger Things since I was in 1st grade when it came out. I personally, my entire room covered in Stranger Things stuff. I have Stranger Things Funko Pops up there. I have Stranger Things posters, everything. Posters, action figures. There's more in my closet. I have a lot more. There's some Stranger Things posters up there, up there. If you want a room tour, comment down below, and I'll do a room tour. Stranger Things is like, I based all my life into it. I just love Stranger Things so much. It's been my favorite. It's my number 1 favorite show of all time. Like, nothing can top it. My favorite characters, I'm gonna have to go in each season actually, because there's a lot of characters. Season 1, I'm gonna have to go top 3. Number 1, Will has some good acting. I love Will's acting in season 1, but he has very few scenes, so I'm gonna put him at number 3. Number 2, Dustin. And number 1, Mike. Not Lucas. Here's why. Lucas whined the entire time until he found out Elle had powers. Correct? So why would I put Lucas in there? I wouldn't put Lucas into season 2. Here's why. Coming into season 2, Lucas realized Elle could save the party, and especially when they found out that Demogorgons came back after season 1, after Lucas really he really, I wouldn't say he forgave her, but you know what I mean. You'll probably know what I mean. Like, he realized how much she cared for them after the last episode of season 1, when she sacrificed themselves for the Demogorgon at season 1 in the school. Then season 2, Lucas is probably gonna have to be my third, because Lucas did do a lot, and season 2 is my second favorite. I'll rank the seasons in a second. Season 2 is my second favorite, but we'll come back to that. Lucas is my third favorite. He did a lot for the party. Number 2, Steve. Steve is an awesome character in this one. And I'll have to add another one. Coming at number 4, Billy. Fourth is Billy. Here's why. Billy was phenomenal in this one. They brought Billy in like a bad beep. This is family fun account for the first video. Just making sure, okay? They brought him in like a bad mother trucker. He was the bomb. Like, he came in like he was a ladies' man, the handsome man, the guy that's gonna come in and beat everybody up and wear this leather jacket. He's gonna blast the scorpions while he gets out of his car and rock me like a hurricane. And I'm like, how is that not badass? Bad. Blur that out. Okay, but still, that is an amazing character entrance. Now, let me get you the same way on Eddie Munson. Let me tell you why. When he did that and came into the season, that brought a lot of tension to him. I also think that it was a good idea for them to bring Max and Billy into season 2 because of season 3. It was a good storyline. You probably know what I mean. Yeah, it was a good storyline. It was really played out very well. I'm not sure if the Duffer Brothers did that on purpose, or they already had it planned, or they made it on the road. I think it was a good idea for me, though. Don't mind my dog barking. Season 3. Yeah, season 3. Season 3. I'm gonna have to go with 4 characters for this one. Goodness. My bad, guys. At number 4, we're gonna have to go with this is a tough one. Let's see. Season 3 was really like I'm gonna say this is a tough one. I'm gonna have to say Max. Max at number 4. Here's why Max. Max wasn't only... She brought the season, and I feel the same way for season 4. For season 3, she brought when Billy's death was at the end of season 3, she brought the show dramatic, you know what I mean? Like, she showed that how dramatic it was and how much trauma it caused to her. That's why I think Max is a good one for be ranked at number 4. At number 3, I would say Dustin. Now, you're probably saying, Olin, you already ranked Dustin. You already did him. Yeah, but Dustin, if it wasn't because of Dustin, they would have never got to the gates in season 3 at the mall. they would have never got there. You know what I mean? Like, he was the mind, the power to get them there. If it wasn't because of them, they couldn't seal the gate and do all that. Like, you know what I mean? They couldn't do that. They couldn't close the gate. They couldn't do any of it. Number 2 is Steve the Hare Harrington. Here is why. Steve Harrington didn't only also be trapped in a Russian elevator. Hey, kitty. Be trapped in a Russian elevator for a long time. He was also the helpful mind and won his first fight against a Russian. How insane is that? I think he was a badass. He was a bad mother trucker in season 3. Now, coming up at number 1 is Hopper. Hopper made severe sacrifices. He knocked out, oh, you want up there? Okay, you stay right there then. He knocked out a security guard, multiple security guards. He knocked out a Russian warrior. He knocked out a whole bunch of guards. He killed a whole bunch of Russian guards. Shot them all like that when he went out the Russian elevator and they went down. He stole someone's car. He kidnapped a Russian worker, Alexei. He kidnapped Alexei. He put him in the car, and then he brought him all the way to Murray. He had Murray come with them. He had everybody, and they brought him. Like, you know what I mean? Hopper is the overall badass in season 3. And now, time for season 4. And I'll make another video about this. I'll just rank them, and I'll rank the season 4, and I'll keep going on with the video because it's almost getting late. Coming in number 4, that's for season 4, for the 4th rank. I believe at number 4 is Argyle. Argyle wasn't also a funny guy. He was the top tier guy. Here's why. They wouldn't have transportation without Argyle. They wouldn't have made it to Nevada without Argyle. They wouldn't have be able to get the go to that place after they escaped getting Elle from the what's it called? From the Nina Project. Yes, he couldn't escape them from the Nina Project. They wouldn't have done a lot of things. They wouldn't have got her to the other surfboard pizza to be able to get all that salt for the tub, to be able to have her mind flight against Vecna. Argyle was a strong character in season 4. Coming in number 3 is Nancy. Nancy was a total 10 out of 10 BADASS. Because here's why. I mean, Nancy's always been she killed, like, literally in the first, we had our first look with the Demogorgon in season 1 when she used the 32, I believe, against the Demogorgon and almost shot Steve in Will's house. That was a good scene. Nancy's always been she's been cool, like always. So I rank Nancy, and she had a really awesome scene at the end of season 4 with Vecna in season 3. So I believe that's a good one too. Coming in at number 2 is Dustin. Dustin's a real good one because he didn't also help Eddie. He brought my favorite scenes from Dustin where he actually helped out the party. Dustin is a 10 out of 10 character. He has the brains. He has everything. He found out there was a gate in Lover's Lake where the kill was made from I don't remember his name, but where the kill was made. All of the things. His theory, they wouldn't be able to get to the upside down. They wouldn't have got the rope through Eddie's roof through to the other side. There's a lot, you know? And coming out at number 1, Eddie the Freak Munson. I love Eddie. Eddie's my favorite character. I have an Eddie Munson poster over there. Comment down below if you want to see a room tour, because I really want to do a room tour and I want to show you guys everything. Eddie, I'm a real big 80s nerd. Like, Eddie didn't only bring attention to make the storyline lots better. He made the storyline 30 times, thousands better. He made the storyline like he was... Well, the Satanic Panic is a good one, especially for the show like Stranger Things. The way they did that and played it really well is really good. They made Eddie a real good example of the 80s Satanic Panic. The way Jason was freaking out about how Chrissy died was not Eddie's fault at all. We all know that. But in the 80s, parents and people believed that Dungeons and Dragons, which is Eddie's favorite game to play, and rock and metal music were all satanic. They all think people that listen to metal music in the 80s, they believe that it would brainwash your mind. Same thing with Dungeons and Dragons. People thought that when you played in the fantasy game, you go out in the real world, that you will die, and that you will go out and do the same things you do in the game against real people, which is not true at all. I've been playing the game since 4th grade, but it's just what people thought, because, I mean, it's the 80s. I see where you get that from. I think that Eddie Munson had a good thing, and I really hope they bring him back for season 5. I cried. I still cry why Eddie died. I still cry, but I also think that the Duffer Brothers, this is just a theory, they will bring him back as Kaz the Bloody Handed. I'll do a theory video on this. Oh, on this channel there'll also be D&D videos, a whole bunch of stuff. D&D videos, music, whole bunch of stuff. I'll do a whole bunch of stuff. But I believe there's a theory on that. I'll make a video soon on Kaz the Bloody Handed and Vecna's storyline. Yes. Eddie did a good job at it, and I really hope they bring him back for season 5. Oh, one more thing. Oh, a couple more things actually, before I leave. If you have any cool piercings, comment down below. I want to hear, and I want to see. I want to hear. I have my earlobes pierced, but I want a whole bunch of more piercings. I love piercings. When I grow up, I want to be a professional piercer or musician, or something to do with something I like to do. You know, like D&D, musician. You can do all that stuff professionally. But yeah, some type of piercer or maybe starting my own business. I could do all three of those things: D&D, piercing, and still play my music. This soon I'm probably gonna get my second on my lobes during the summer. And last but not least, this is my cat. Her name is Chubby Bunny. She's about 3 or 4 years old. I got her from my mom's friend. And she's a little slow though, so don't be mean if she looks slowed down sometimes. But I think that's all for today's video. If you have any questions, or if you have any ideas for a video, comment down below. Thank you for watching, and peace out.